Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. My name's Nick Granville. This is my regular thing I do on YouTube, daily videos about guitar and stuff. So today I thought I'd talk about the OCD pedal. This has been one of my favorites for a while now. As you can see here, I have a version 1.6. Apparently version 1.6 doesn't exist. I have it, right? It exists, it's right here. It says version 1.6 inside it. I've had a version 2 as well, and I've had a version 1.4. To me, they all sound pretty much the same. As much as one pedal sounds different from the next pedal, they all sound the same, right? So what is so special about this? Well, first thing is these things are built like a tank. They're absolutely solid. They have these thick screws on the side. Not that you'd need to open it that often, but they think all the controls are really high quality, right? Here's my clean sound. I always, whenever I try any pedal, I always set everything at 12 o'clock and then the volume at about unity. So you can see. Slightly up, but. So I started with that little AC/DC riff because that's what this pedal does to me. It's got a pretty hard edge clipping. So that's gain at about halfway. Let's turn it up on full. So as you can hear, there's a fair bit of gain. Of course, it gets fatter because it's pushing harder into the front of an amp. I'm using a Fractal FM3, by the way, with a Fender model, so a clean amp. But you can see what that does. If we go back to halfway. That seems to be about the sweet spot for me. And you have this high pass and low pass. Let's go to the high pass. So to me, it's classic rock territory, right? That's the sound it does. Let's dime that on the high pass. So you can see, even with the drive up on full, it's still quite a usable sound. Let's put the drive on nothing and see what happens. So you can hear it. I mean, you've got the range of like blues rock to bluesy kind of tones to blues rock to kind of fairly saturated. I wouldn't really call it a high gain pedal, but it's getting in that territory. And almost has like a fuzz characteristic when you get into those higher gain settings. My favorite though is everything at 12 o'clock, and then on the low pass LP, just a little sweeter. Maybe even slightly up on the gain. That's pretty good. This has been a pedal I've had for a long time, and I've kept it on my board. And I had two of them at one point. I had a version 2 and I had this one. I've owned a 1.4 before. The 1.6, yeah, apparently it doesn't exist, but here it is and it sounds good. Really cool pedal, and I like stacking this with Overdrive. So one of the reasons this has been one that stayed on my pedal board for a long time was it stacks really well. So what I'm going to do now is go to a BB preamp into the Fender and then stack this in front of it. So this is the tone by itself. If I stack that on. One thing with stacking overdrives like that is they do get noisy, but But I like that, right? And that's a cool sound, because now what you can do is you can have your, say using a BB preamp as I was then, have that kind of a lower gain sound, have this more crunchy, and then the blend of the two can be a third sound, right? That's kind of your higher gain lead tone. And that's why I always like to have at least 2 overdrive pedals, and preferably a third one that's a boost as well, because then you can boost that on your clean sound, you can boost it into either of the drives, and then into both of them combined. And there's something about the way that when you have 2 drive pedals combined, one seems to feed the other one into feedback a little more. As you'll hear. I'm getting a heap of sustain out of that, which is loads of fun. So anyway, that's a quick look at the OCD. These are fantastic. They've been reissued. I haven't tried any of the reissues. I think Fulltone went out of business and then they got bought out by someone else. I think Warm Audio have done one that is similar. Obsessive Compulsive Drive. I think theirs is Obsessive OSD or something anyway. That Warm Audio did one. I haven't tried those. I'd like to get one. If anyone from Warm Audio is in touch, or any other pedal company, send me some stuff to check out. I'd love to check out your pedals and show them in these videos. You know, and kind of show my take on it. But anyway, this is the classic OCD. I hope this has been useful. If it has, please subscribe. As I said, my name's Nick Granville and I post every day on YouTube. So I'm going to play you out with some more kind of classic rock tones. You'll recognize these songs. Right. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this little quick look at the OCD, one of my favourite overdrive pedals for that classic rock kind of guitar tone. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.